All right then. It is. And we're happy it is. Now, every Sunday, right after our opening song in which Gary Lynn Floyd sings "The Christ in me sees the Christ in you," we begin our service, as we did this morning, with a welcoming namaste. Now, as many of us know, namaste is a Sanskrit phrase that literally translates to, I bow to you. Nama or namas, meaning bow, and te, meaning you. At its base level, namaste is a greeting of respect and reverence offered by many people around the world. It's also filled with deep spiritual meaning, not always understood. And since there's no single word in English that can truly summarize the deeper meaning of namaste, it's been said that to find the true meaning for oneself is a quest of the heart. Now, here at LEC, we believe that all beings are spiritual beings of love, no matter where, no matter who. We believe that divinity is the true nature of everyone, everywhere, and that the same divine spirit lives in all that live. Namaste, then, is a way to say, I bow to the divine in you. To say, my soul recognizes your soul. To say, the holy light, the eternal love, the joy of God in me recognizes the same holy light and eternal love and joy of God in you. We are the same. We are one. The Christ in me sees the Christ in you. So today, our focus is on the Creator of all, the one Father that created us as one life together. Now, in the books of 1 Corinthians, Colossians, and John, we read there is one God, the Father, from whom comes everything, and by whom we live. For in him was created everything in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible. Everything came to be by his hand, and without him not even one thing came to be of what was created. God, energy, fathered it all. Our Father is the pure, positive love energy of the universe, from which everything from the beginning has come to be, from which everything that is being now has come, and from which everything will come into being throughout eternity. There's nothing else going on anywhere. Not even one thing that appears to be going on that is true and lasting, but this. God is extending and expanding God now and forever. Love is extending and expanding love now and forever. We live within, we live because of, we live as the holy extension and expansion of the God of love and the love of God now and forever. That's it. That's all that's going on. We can all go home. All our worries, all our suffering, all our seeking is useless unless it brings us to the awareness that love is all there is, and we are that love. No matter what we do in our humanness, we can't be left out of the universal expansion plan because we are part of that plan. We don't need to worry that we could somehow screw up our Creator's plan for us or the world because there's only one power doing the planning. There isn't God energy and a separate human energy that belongs to us. That is both good and evil. There's just God energy and how we allow it to express through us, how much of it we allow through awareness and how much we suppress it through ignorance. That's it. That's all that's going on. There's how much of it we allow through our body, our relationships, our finances, our creative goals, and every other self-expression and experience we have in this human environment. A Course in Miracles tells us darkness cannot obscure the glory of God's Son. You stand in light, strong in the sinlessness in which you were created and in which you will remain throughout eternity. Even in this human environment where we seem to have inherited traits from our human parents that we like or don't like, even as we express ourselves humanly in all the ways that we do and some of the ways that we regret. Even now, the spiritual DNA of the one God, our Father, the Father of all, is encoded in us. It's in every cell of our body. It's in everything that we see physically, feel, emotionally, think, vibrationally, and are spiritually. Without the one powerful force of life beneath and in back of and around and within us, we could do nothing, not one thing, including know that we're alive. Without the consciousness of existence within us that knows we are and sustains who we are, we wouldn't be conscious that we exist. If we know we are right now, if we have a sense that maybe we are one with God in that knowing, because we are knowing the I am of God. Our Father is the unlimited source of all goodness and well-being. Everything must come from that one source because there's no other creative energy but God energy in all the universe. Without God the Father, nothing could go anywhere or have anywhere to go. God is the energy that is the mover and the moved. That is the shaker and the shaken. It's all God. Which brings us to the title of today's talk, Go Daddy Go. There is no life anywhere that is moving under its own steam, because there is no life anywhere that does not contain the creative, cosmic chromosomes of God. That energetic DNA is everywhere life is, including right here where we are living life. Right here, as us. Jesus said, I of myself can do nothing. It is the Father within me that does it all. Without God energy, we could do nothing, even when we think that we're doing something and we're doing it on our own and under our own steam and by ourselves. Abraham Hicks says, you're not manifesting, you're creating the environment that allows the manifestation. What does that mean? We don't directly manifest anything in our life without God energy. So we don't need to try so hard to make things happen. We're not the source of good. We are the recipient of the good that God is. We live in a universe that is governed by the law of attraction, but we're not the law of attraction. We're the stimulation that moves God energy in response to the vibration of our thoughts. And we are doing it all the time. We're the thinker of thoughts, the transmitter of desire, the receiver of all that we want and have asked for. All that is good, all that is beautiful, all that is holy, and all that is true. Because not one of us, anywhere, no matter how we appear to go about it, wants anything but good things. All that's required of us is to allow the pure, positive energy that responds to our every desire, our every request, our every want with a yes, it's yours. To physically manifest in our life is to be a happy receiver. We don't need to try to seduce the world into giving us what we want. Our choosing to focus on those things within us and around us that cause us to feel joy and peace and love and well-being allows happy things to physically manifest as loving relationships and peaceful solutions and physical healings. There isn't the energy of God that loves us like a father and gives us all that we ask for. And then another power, something else that can prevent us from receiving it. Only our limited acceptance of the good God gives can prevent our experiencing those gifts in physical form. We can't prevent the law of attraction from giving good things to us spiritually and vibrationally and energetically, because spiritually and energetically and vibrationally, we are as God as it gets. But physically, we only experience as many manifestations of the amazing, powerful being we are in this world as we allow ourselves to experience. It's all there. If we want to see, hear, taste, touch, and smell what God has created as our individual expression of His holiness, all that's required of us is to let go of all those false ideas that something other than the miracle of God's love and God's energy has created us. All we need to do is to let go of the idea that anything can be created in heaven or earth, visible or invisible, without God the Father, whose powerful DNA comprises our own. Like the air we breathe. Abundance in all good things is available to us because we are the holy light, the eternal love, and the joy of God made manifest. When we embrace our divinity, we let the God in us flow more fully to us, as us, and through us. The DNA of our Father is at the center of our heart so that we can love everyone, including ourselves. This is our inheritance. There's nothing that we can't be or do or have or create or experience because it's our Father's good pleasure to give us the kingdom of pure, positive energy to create with. We can be healed and healthy. We can be abundantly wealthy. And we can be joyously free in ways that we can see by simply letting go. And letting God's goodness be the manifestation we expect to see in our life. Our inner being, the greater part of us, the unseen part of us, that one, that holy one, that is non-physical and yet present with us even as we live in these physical forms, exists in the perfect environment to receive the answer to our prayers because there's no resistance within us, within our holiness, to our good. Our inner being is already a vibrational match to everything that we have ever desired or prayed for. Because our divinity is free of any limiting thoughts that we may humanly hold about ourselves or others or the world. And since there's no resistance, within our inner being, to our having every good thing, spiritually, energetically, and vibrationally, our prayers have already been answered and received within us. Already there. We're walking around in answered prayer, spiritually, vibrationally, and energetically. It's all here. But if we want to see it physically, if we want to see what God energy has already given to us, we have to allow ourselves to see life through a namaste that bows to all that is. Ernest Holmes wrote, "All the power of the universe is with you. Feel it, know it, and then act as though it were true." When we realize that nothing true or lasting about us has changed since the paternal moment that God fathered all that is, including ourselves, we realize we're still worthy to have every good thing we want to experience in this life. We didn't take a fall. We're still worthy of having it all. When we accept that we're never separate from the powerful energy of love by which our every prayer is answered, we may decide to replace our amen with a go, Daddy, go. Namaste.